Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Roxanne, and this is Daily Rambles. Today we're doing season 1, episode 2 of Superman and Lois called Heritage. So we start off with them moving, and Lois is kind of excited about the move because, it can be very sad and, nerve-wracking to move to a new place, especially for somewhere that she's been basically all her life. But she's really, really happy to be moving back because she get to develop new memories and everything. So we start with Jordan is not going to school because they need to access, see what powers he has and test it and do all the things with that. He's not happy about that and storms off. Then Clark is worried about the guy in the suit, which we know as Luther. And then we cut to where Luther blasts some guards at a top secret facility and tries to get more kryptonite, but there wasn't any. And we found out that this Luther is not from Earth, because they said that. Then we cut to where Clark and Jordan are flying, and Jonathan is at school, and he's slightly jealous, but doesn't really let that show when Clark and Jordan go off. But then the bullies threaten him, and it's like, we do not need another quarterback. We already have one, so watch your step. And I was like, oh. Then we cut to where Clark and Jordan are at the Fortress of Solitude and shows them Krypton and basically everything that's going on about the history of the planet and everything. Then we cut to where Lois is doing research on Edge. Then we cut to where Lana and Kyle stop by at the coffee shop and offer dinner tomorrow night at their house because Lois is there working on the paper. And we also see a woman as well that's slightly looking at Lois, but not really. So that was kind of confusing for a second. And then we cut to where there's a city council meeting tonight. And so Lois is definitely going to that. Then Clark and Jordan are going over more information of Krypton and what happened, and meet the dad, the holograms, as they called it. And then we get to where Lois is going to the meeting, and then the twins talk because Clark and Jordan came back. And they're also going with Lois to the city council meeting because General Lane talks to Clark and tells him about the ship. And it's like, once we see it again, we'll know about it and we'll know where it is. Then we're at the city council meeting, and Lois talks to the woman, and she's basically the Gazette writer at the town, so the Smallville Gazette. And then we cut to where Edge actually showed up to the meeting, and then Elaine talks to Clark and questions him about the moving, and tells him like, oh yeah, by the way, I told them about me being Superman. And Clark's not happy about that, and he's saying it's not going to bring your family together. It's going to tear y'all apart. And he's just very pissed off about it. Then he got a phone call about Mongolia, and that's where the ship is presumably at. And so he's off to Mongolia. Then we cut to where Edge says 600 jobs are possible to work in the mines in Smallville. So Lois questions him, and he's like, well, maybe you're right, Lois. Maybe I'll just pull back and make sure this is the right fit for everything. So he gives like a slightly veiled threat of pulling out the town. And then he leaves. And he's like, y'all should talk about it and let me know. And he leaves. So like I said. Then Superman versus Luther. And basically Luther said that Superman destroyed his planet. And I was like, how? Then we cut to where they have a really cool fight scene, and then the ship just flies away, and he says, oh, by the way, there's a splitting device on that ship, so you might want to go take care of that. So what you going to do? You going to, fight me or get rid of the ship? So, of course, he goes after the ship and stops it, and then he crash lands, but he's okay. Then we cut to football tryouts with Jonathan, and he is failing hard because he was studying the notebook, I guess, for plays and stuff, and it's not working out too good. And it was not pretty. It was brutal. Then Clark and Lois talk, and she's writing an article on Edge. And then we cut to where Jonathan is feeling down and kind of pissed off. And then Jordan goes through the test. Wait, and then Lois talks to Jordan as he goes upstairs, and she acknowledges that it was very hard for him, but she definitely appreciates what sacrifices he made. Then we go back to Jordan's going through the test, and basically it's not enough power. So basically, the hologram said that Jordan is a weakling, and he'll never have 1/100th of the power that Superman has. And these little things that he did have, it was a one-time thing. He can't do it again. So he's not impressed at all. And I was like, damn, Gramps, you're rude, aren't you? Then we cut to where Jordan heard all of that and he was not happy about it and he's pissed. And so then we cut to where the planet is having a hold on the article, and Lois is not happy about that, and Jordan's upset, and so the twins argue when they get back home, and it's not pretty. And then Lois tells them basically to shut up, and we're going to dinner, so put on some better clothes and come on. And so they go to the barbecue, and Kyle is being very rude to Lois, and he was like, "You're in the wrong place looking for a tofu burger," and she's like, I wanted the rack of ribs for the first part. And what are you talking about? And so he kind of goes in on her about like the edge issue with other cities and small towns that he dealt with and how they're just kind of like screwed. And he's like, it's different for us and blah blah blah. And it wasn't. It was very. Ugh. And then we cut to where the twins are talking to the girl from the first episode. Can't remember her name right now. So sorry about that. And because it was a very short interaction for this episode, so I was like, okay. Anyway, then then we found out from Lois that she got an email and Edge fixed her article, and she didn't appreciate that at all through the email. So she's very pissed about that. And then the Department of Defense is being attacked by Luthor, so Clark had to handle that. And basically, Luthor blasts everyone and wants Lane butt and kill the feed. And so he tells he tells Elaine that you need to watch yourself with Superman because you don't know what's going on yet. And then, but before he says anything else, Superman comes in and beats him up. And then literally we find out that it's a robot. And so after that, Clark and Lois talk back at home, and basically they'll find answers. There's a lot of questions going on right now, but they're going to have some answers soon, hopefully. And then Clark talks to the twins and gives them a signal. And also the twins talk in private. And John said, like, I don't care what hologram says. I will help you in any way possible. So they're all good now. Then we cut to where, like I said, Clark gives them the signal. So Jordan can go to school now. But if anything happens, just activate the signal and Clark will come and help out. Because he said, like, it's not fair for me to pick one or the other, so I need to try to learn how to balance. Then we cut to where Lois goes off on Edge at the Daily Planet and gives basically her gave him a paper. He's like, this is the best words I've ever said in my life. And storms off and quits. And now she's at the Gazette where she runs into the girl who is the editor, the reporter, the janitor, and everything. And then we cut to Luthor has a flashback about basically an evil Superman that annihilated the planet on his planet, and that was the end of the episode. Really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I gave it a solid A. Again, I'm not really a fan of the widescreen format, and I want to know why Kyle is so bitter. There's got to be more than the reason that the daughter said that he's bitter from the previous episode. There has to be, and I really want to know what that is because I think it's really interesting on why he's so freaking bitter all the time. But other than that, it was a really good storyline. But also, Holograms is a real a-hole. Just saying. I don't understand what his problem is either because he's a hologram, but he is very rude and ugly. And I think it's going to be really interesting. See what happens with Jonathan and see if more with Jordan and see if more powers comes in. So. And if he can control it or not. So I think it's going to be really interesting on what happens. So Anyway, really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I like how it's starting up, and we're starting to ask like a lot more questions, and I kind of want to see the answers a lot. So I'm very excited for the rest of the season. So anyway, that's it for this video. So like this video, please go to like, comment down below, tell me what you think of the episode. Do you agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe. If I can talk English, that'll be wonderful. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, everybody.